We're closed.
You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with the light?
Well, you got a name, miss?
Elizabeth. You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her.
This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her tied down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans, with Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. But you do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will. Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know, but I know someone who does. Follow me.
What's this girl to you?
What I need from her is my business, and I know where to start looking. Something tells me a man with your particular talents could be useful.
Edward thinks the way to my heart is philosophical transcendence. He's brilliant.
What happened to these children? What are
That
they?
means stop.
Where have you been? Cabin in Arcadia?
This is the
Little sisters.
Little girls
Atom
know.
factories.
It's grotesque.
Compromise? Is that why we came to Rapture? I can compromise. We're just...
What do they even look like under those suits?
What do you mean? They're just some kind of machine?
What's the green light for?
Look, I say you should have to prove you're properly versed on a topic before you're allowed to vote on it. Otherwise, it's just a knee-jerk response from the uninformed. Does more harm than good.
Who would judge that? A system like that invites abuse.
Having a benevolent dictatorship takes care of that.
Benevolence isn't human nature.
Everyone wants to cut the tallest flower up there. Do something exceptional. Those parasites resent it. Condemn it. Or worse yet, take one for themselves. Unless my Lincoln's independent security firm. I got it firsthand.
Funny.
What?
You're not knowing about the Little Sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, that it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. Just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
Refreshment, sir. Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
Basic with a decent sort. The intimidates. How about this?
Mr. DeWitt. We'll find my source inside of that club.
Cohen? What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
Private party. No entry without invitation.
We'll see about that.
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're expected...
No mask, no entry.
Stuffed shirt.
These invitation masks he spoke of, they must have gone out to local artisans.
Well, I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. Says it's sponsored by the Artist Struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
I guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any. What brung you to Rapture?
A man.
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
Wasn't that kind of man.
Then what?
There's a debt that needs repaying.
I've known my share of Shylocks. You're no Shylock.
Wasn't that kind of debt. Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
Good day to you, sir.
Excuse me. Lady has some questions for you.
Yes, of course.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
Really?
The center cabochon... Excuse me,
Cohen
sir.
sends those masks out in some kind of box.
Stolen ring. Right out of her coffin
Must
in
be somewhere
Twilight
else.
Fields. Did you think we wouldn't notice? The assurances of a grave robber are of no interest to me. If you hand the ring back, the matter will remain between you and me.
You get my job and talk this trash. I don't think so. Hit the bricks, you tramp!
Or I'll see to it they hit you.
Get your hands off me! Might be best if we were gone when he wakes up. Any luck?
Nothing. Let's find another shop.
Where should we look next? Upstairs at the Artist's Struggle, or Rapture Records straight ahead?
It's temporary.
Temporary.
I hope everyone hasn't drawn heads up in
Dr. Steinman told me.
You see that dish I walked in with? Well, you give her the Star treatment, pal. That'll make it worth your while.
Of course, right away.
What is this piece?
It's by Trenet, but of course, covered by Mr. Reinhardt.
Oh, it's lovely. Isn't it lovely?
Gotta find that box. Nothing. Well, only one place left.
Primal, isn't it? Part of us that exists before thought, before logic, purely sensual.
The finest music touches us in places.
That we never knew existed.
Yes.
Can you turn it up? Oh, it's so intoxicating. So powerful and masculine. Oh, yes, one feels the urge to surrender.
I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing. Nothing?
No. Got one place left, though.
And if that proves to be fruitless?
Cross that bridge when we get to it.
Fontaine got taken out by Ryan's goons for one reason.
Best quit while you're ahead.
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course. Interesting, isn't it? Original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little about art.
How does it make you feel?
I don't want to open my mouth for fear of what foolishness might tumble out.
Would you like me to tell you what it means?
Oh, would
you?
Where is he
Oh, I
hiding
would like
that
so much
box?
to understand.
In this piece, Cohen intended to show us the struggle of the great man, condemned to breathe the swampy air of the parasite.
You see all that in that little
There you are, you son of a bitch.
In fact, did your companion go?
Oh, what's this one? Oh, please, it's so beautiful. What does it mean?
My dear.
You've given me so much to think about. I feel a trifle swoony. Would you mind if I return tomorrow for further education?
I shall be here at your service. Until tomorrow.
Good. You've located the mask.
Third time's the charm.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.
Fine piece of work back with those shopkeepers. You got a bit of the grifter in you.
For that, you can thank my father.
Oh, yeah?
He was a man comfortable in a variety of roles.
Very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation at his performance.
No way, Jim.
So who is this fellow Cohen? Some sort of underworld figure?
Worse. He's an artist.
An artist who kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse. I've seen his type. Gets an idea in his head, end a conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
Be the conduit! Open yourselves to the music, to the spirit of the eternal! No. Why do you fail in this fashion? To embarrass me in front of my muse? My muse shall not be mocked. Fitzpatrick!
Please!
The stick! For God's sake! My muse shall not be mocked! Get them out of here! There shall be no failure on my canvas. Oh, there's no room in rapture anymore for the artist. Who are you?
Name's DeWitt.
Is that right? My. This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, lady?
Let me ask a few questions.
Questions, yes. Yes. It is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist to answer.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You are more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not? Watch this one, DeWitt. She'll take you where you don't want to go. But I know the child in that photo is important to you. So many children flit, flit, flit away. I know
where the girl is. And I will send you to her. In exchange, all I ask is a dance.
What?
I see something in you too. Art strips away artifice. Show me who you are, and I will show you where you need to
Listen,
go.
Cohen, you son of a bitch.
Mr. DeWitt.
What?
Dance with me.
Come, dance. Come on, dance. Feel the music, feel the
I
music.
shudder to think what greater price he might care to extract.
Fitzpatrick! Beauty and pain. They can be no more separated than birth and blood.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children? Do they?
Sometimes. But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Suchong.
That's a blessing.
You saw those little sisters? You so sure? But if Suchong had Sally, I'd know it.
How?
As I tied him to a chair and asked him.
So?
For 15 hours.
I don't know what to make of you, Mr. DeWitt.
No!
Listen, we're not gonna keep...
Fitzpatrick! I see suffering in you. I know how to shine a light on your pain. A moth will become a butterfly.
Mr. DeWitt!
Mr. DeWitt! Are you alright?
I'm fine.
You were dreaming. You kept saying your daughter's name, Sally.
She's not my daughter.
I thought...
Pain and beauty! To an artist, they are parent and child.
Cohen?
I'm sending you to find your young one. No need to thank me. I'm not so sure you'll like what you find.
Look.
Fontaine's. Ryan sent the whole thing to the bottom.
But it's a prison now. Why would Cohen have sent Sally there?
I don't know.
Everyone has needs. I merely provide a service for those who have the means to pay. You'll find your little bird in the housewares department.
How many people do you suppose Ryan's got locked up in that place?
Enough. Fontaine had amassed something near an army. Now they're down there, spliced up and wild. All right, there's a dock up ahead.
Takes a cold son of a bitch to do that to a living person.
What's that?
Burial, let's see.
You read your residency contract with Ryan Industries? In perpetuity, we're all buried at sea.
Too comfortable. Keep your eyes open.
Seem to be some supplies this way, Mr. DeWitt.
It's Booker.
What?
Just call me Booker.
If it's all the same to you, let's leave it at Mr. DeWitt. Look up there. Let's have another look around. Perhaps we'll be able to find something to get us up and over.
Could be handy.
Skyhook.
Skyhook? You mean the air grabber? Kids use them to ride around up on the pneumo lines.
Air grabber. Huh. Constants and variables.
Constants and what?
Never mind.
Goddamn grabber stuck.
Mr. DeWitt! Someone's coming!
Come back! I want the frosting!
All right, I got the grabber unjammed.
What's your secret, Donnie? Why are you always number one and I'm always... Return my call!
Ammo! Catch! Mr. DeWitt, here! Mr. DeWitt, look. Housewares. That's where Cohen said we'd find Sally. The store ran trams between the three buildings. We'll need to avail ourselves of that.
Assuming it still works.
Optimism, Mr. DeWitt. It helps in situations like this.
Got a load of this place. Oh, that nice stuff. Easy. Just bust that truck. Nobody around. Riot, private security! Ah, he got me! What kind of self-reliant individual?
When did you come to Rapture?
Oh, it was, geez, I guess around 51? No, 48?
That's a rather large gap.
Time. Life I had before. Sort of becomes a blur. 49. 49 for sure. Damn.
You look a mess, Mr. DeWitt.
Just keep your eyes open for splicers. They can do us a whole lot worse.
I should wash my hands. Come on here, little birdies. Eat it up. Well, it's good for you, you know. I've never heard of birds that didn't like seeds. What's the matter with you? Do you think it's poison? Two's my lucky number. I dare. Two's in Jude's trouble. I'll be late again, but I'm a mess. I'm a mess.
Sweetie! How could you?
Mr. DeWitt, look.
Well, there's the tram.
That splicer had no problem freezing a path for himself before.
I'm sure he'll be happy to do the same for us.
I have no doubt you'll prove persuasive. Mr. DeWitt, look. An ice rink.
Be good at places any to look for our new friend.
Says it's on the top floor.
So we go up.
Damn thing's locked.
Let me see that. Oh, Have matters progressed so little? I could turn this with a rake pick. Done.
Where'd you learn that?
Oh, it's something I picked up a long time ago.
Our frozen friend leaves a hell of a trail.
Visit the defense pavilion in Fort Frolic and start building your castle.
I saw you looking at her, staring at her.
Come on, just let me in, okay? Fontaine, he said we're all equal down here now, all in the same boat. I just want a taste of some high-class food.
Splicers. I don't think they see us. If you keep quiet, maybe you can get the drop on them. Even the odds.
Yeah. Maybe even lay down a trap or two.
See? I said it was dangerous.
Get up. Get up.
Thanks.
You want to thank me? Next time, try ducking.
Who is it?
DeWitt! Wait, can you hear me? Watch it! We've got company.
Franklin, get Mother's cream out of the armoire. There's no relationship like mother and son.
Look up there.
The Little Sisters, gee, don't you know they were little rapture together? Really? You betcha.
I've had it with this incident.
That's all I have right now.
Primitive. Is that what
Ryan, you bastard. Left
left me here to rot. Sure, I signed the contract. Helped turn Fontaine into a prison. 10 days, big rush, everything slapdash. Right before the prisoners are brought in. One of your piece of shit turrets. Bam! Both kneecaps. Now I'm likely a cripple, locked in a jail, surrounded by maniacs. Haven't even been paid, but I don't care. Just get me out of here!
How could? What? Won't steal my leads! Holding you.
Help me out with this lock?
Okay.
Did you hear that Andrew Ryan took control of the station?
Ready.
Never measure ounce for ounce. After all, honey, it's much that counts. I want a little love baby, it's gotta be tonight. Tonight, like candle glow. My dear, I know love will grow. I always used to dream of Charles Boyer. I hope you drop in on me someday. Although you have no claim to fame, they tell me with the lights off, it's all the same.
Feel better already.
Oh, how do you stand that? It smells revolting.
Share my bread, and mine'll be thine, and thine'll be mine.
It used to be such a thrill to hear Ryan speak. Parasite this, and the exaltation of man that. Sure, it could all get a bit of a bore, but the old bear sure knew how to enunciate.
There was a mamselle in gay Paris. For years and years she had said,
Who moved my glasses?
she met a handsome stevedore.
Speechlessness is not uncommon when such
Over there.
feel that can be akin to the loss of a...
I can help you. Do it. Catch.
Thanks.
Try to keep you stocked. Where?
In your pocket. Every time for yourself. It's the rapture.
Make yourself heard. And respect my privacy. Never respect
even seem sane.
Nothing beats your first splice. From there, it's all downhill. The frozen frosties, the jockeys who'll hand you 1,000 volts as soon as look at you.
You sound sympathetic.
They're gonna be the first sons of bitches who found an answer at the bottom of a bottle. And once you see them go all weak at the knees at the sight of a little sister and all her Adam, they cut a less sympathetic figure.
Watch where you're pointing that.
Short-circuited. Probably be able to pop it open with it.
A jolt of shock jockey?
You familiar with shock jockey?
More than you could know.
Let's look around. Maybe there's a store ain't been ransacked by splicers yet.
Looks like the plasma department is back. I'm sure we'd find something useful.
Who's that?
You should know that I'd do anything to protect us. Right now. What's that cookie face?
Catch up. Take this.
Much obliged.
That's all I have right now.
Don't pretend you don't recognize.
It's freezing in here.
Something tells me all that cold isn't just coming from the ice rink.
Nobody gets even as simple as I say so. You got it. Anyone comes near that bottle without permission is a dead man.
Hey, cut the cackle. I'm a legend, you hear?
You treat me like a worn-out shoe.
Still looking. Patch yourself up. Mr. DeWitt, come back to me.
Watch it. We've got company. Mr. DeWitt, the plasmid? Have you forgotten what we came for?
Can you open this?
Seems easy enough. Got it.
Damn it, that son of a bitch drank every last bottle of Old Man Winter.
I think I can help.
What was that?
It's a new plasmid. Lets me bring in things that might exist, but don't.
I'm not sure I understand. What's it called?
Tear.
Where'd you find that?
You don't expect a girl to share all her secrets, do you, Mr. DeWitt?
Freeze your enemies. Shatter them into 1,000 pieces.
Pressing you down? Far from it. It will go much further. We will unmake you, so you can be made anew.
There. It's trouble.
Andrew Ryan reminds us we all make choices, but in the end, our choices make us.
All right. I know you're the client and all, but I've gone about far enough without a few answers.
My purpose here is none of your concern. Consider me a means to an end.
And why do I get the feeling I'm being set up?
I told you I'm in collections. An account is in arrears. My clients simply want to see matters set to right.
Don't make any sense, that's all.
If you don't like the arrangement, the bathysphere's back that way. Careful. All right.
What you scoping around for? How could you? What is it? How could you? I got a sweetheart business
Everything's okay. Just stay with me.
Just your heart.
In case you need it.
Do it now.
Done.